Hello and welcome back. So if you have a look at this compost, you will see that the top bit is not as broken down as the bit underneath. And that's very common. The bit that gets hottest in a compost is the middle bit. So that's the bit that breaks down best. So the bigger the compost pile you can have, the better, really. But if you've only got a tiny little one, that is absolutely fine. So when I'm doing this, what I'll do is I'll remove the top layer first, and that can go, like the little sticks, back into the beginning. And it can restart the process. Like that. So this compost is just about ready to use. And certainly if you were doing things like wanting to build up potatoes, wanting to mulch a flower bed, that kind of thing, this would be absolutely fine for that. What it's not so good for is if you're putting things in pots, or if you're planting seeds, seedlings, and that sort of thing. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to be putting this from here into this, which I'll call a Darlac, I'm going to pop it into my trug first because it's easier to pour. It's easiest, I find, to use a fork for this. If you break it up a bit, it makes it easier for the next stage. Any bigger bits like that, go back in the compost. Any bits of plastic, go in the bin. So just dig it up, break it up, and you can see that's got quite a fine texture to it now. So that's really ready to sieve. If I wanted to sieve that now, I could. If I don't have time to, which I don't right now, then I will just pop it in my Darlac and it'll get done later. So I'm just going to pour that in like that. Now obviously if I had a section that I could move between these two bins and I was turning it into that bin, it would be much quicker, it would be much more energy efficient, and the job would take far less time and energy than it does. But I don't, so this is the way I'm doing it for now. I don't mind if there's bits like this. I can either take them out now and pop them in the compost, or when I'm sieving it, I can take them out. But I also don't mind if those bits are left as a mulch, if I'm mulching a flower bed. And there we go, and another one in there. Right, so basically now I need to empty the rest of that. Hello there, I just wanted to talk you through how to empty one of these Darlac bins. A lot of you will have one of these for composting, and a lot of them have got doors in the bottom, which are helpful if you want to take a little bit of compost out. But if you actually want to get all the compost out that's ready, it's difficult to do. Because what happens is that as you take the compost from the bottom, so the compost which isn't ready from the top falls down and mixes with the compost that's ready. So what I find the easiest way to do, and this may take two people initially, But what I find the easiest thing to do is, you've got all this stuff on the top, which is stuff that's not ready yet. So what I usually do is I tip it like that. At the bottom there, you've got all the compost that's ready to use. And at the top here, you've got the compost that's not ready to use. So I then just flick that compost that's not ready back into the bin like that. And then you can access the stuff that is ready to use without all of the new stuff falling onto you. And I find that to be the easiest way to empty a Darlac compost bin.
Don't forget, like, comment, share and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.